Hey, welcome back guys to another video. Yesterday, if you didn't watch the video, I started off really poorly, but then I had like a 3 or 4 winning streak and I actually, come back very strong, apart from the last game, and then I just stopped it after that, after an hour. Anyway, I'll get straight to it. Today's all about the pawn structures and all the different types of pawns you have and why they're so important. So this is something as low rankers like myself and you guys, you'll probably forget about your pawns, and then these are some examples of what we can overlook, and then we become weak, and then people will take full advantage and we lose the game and we don't even know why sometimes. And I'll just show you some examples. Here we go. Okay, for this instance, there's the double pawns. The pawns are going up this way. So what's so important about this? The double pawns are a total weakness, which means that if you have a look, these pieces are won't be protected. Means that nothing along here would be able to hit it. They do protect these squares. The bishop could sit there and it'll make it a good outpost for this piece. Generally, you would want a knight would be good because it controls both those squares as well. But the whole game, these two pieces would be unprotected in a game. So you'll come across them, you'll see that they're unprotected. Even an island. So an island would be, I'll give you an example of an island. So they call this an island because it's in between the water. And you've got the other two, you got the other pawns. Anyway, the next example. This is an isolated pawn. Same thing as like you saw before. Can't be protected. So it's always going to be attacked. So it can't be protected by another pawn. Okay, and this will always be a weakness. So black could target that and just. You can tie up white's pieces by having to always defend this piece. Next example. Alright, for this instance. Alright, so because this pawn has moved, it gives this bishop here the right to get in for a check. Okay. So it's very important, especially if you get the arrows right. There we go. Another example is if it was here. All of a sudden the bishop could have this and the king's trapped in here as well. And then all of a sudden you could have like a rook. Wait, the white one? No, it's not working. I'm not sure why it's not working. Anyway. Where is it? That worked. Anyway, if a bishop came down here and then come across, then it'd be checkmate because the bishop was targeting that area. Alright, next example. For instance, these pawns are all in the same colour as its bishop. So that means the bishop is not a good bishop, it's trapped. And white, the dark square bishop for white has got a lot of moves, so it's a lot more powerful. So then, if black went for a trade, same material, but white just gave off a very powerful bishop on this square. Also, when you have an advantage with pawn advantage, you can try and do a pass pawn here. I'll give you an example. Then all of a sudden, it can queen. Another example here is when you've got a pass pawn here. The reason it's so dangerous for black here is white has a move, and then it's check, and then the castle or the rook has to take. Then all of a sudden you've got a queen. Okay. This is a very powerful pawn structure. Okay, this is so strong. But the problem is, like I did another game yesterday. Not that. Hold on a sec. The pawn from here goes here, and then I take. And then this takes. All of a sudden, I've got a pawn that's isolated. And I just had a very strong structure with my pawns. So, very strong. No. Anyway, there we go. And now it's weak. Last example. Alright, so white here, this is the last game I played. This was a game where I was black. I was actually in a bad position here. I was getting crushed. But white moved this piece. And this is absolutely losing. He gave up his queen. And then I was able to defend the promotion here. Alright. Okay, and yeah, and that will be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, just rewatch it and see all the different pawns and just see how important they are. Okay, thanks guys, bye.